by Morag, contributing writer. In 5D.com we have hidden intense space in Gaia's ascension to higher dimensions. Light pulses through the vortex of our existence. Everything is getting biblical. No surprise really, the last few thousand years of human history has been shaped by biblical narratives. Divine feminine energies finally anchored in 2019 and we are now in a space of secondary shift. The shift energies we are in are assimilation. The Great Shift, the awakening, was activation of light body, higher consciousness and the collective. We are operating on multiple timelines and at multiple frequencies. Also see, 24 spiritual ascension symptoms. Twin flames are here to anchor high-frequency knowledge into the collective consciousness. They inhabit the alchemy of divine feminine and masculine frequencies. They channel sacred energies onto the material plane. Twin flame vibration is divine source light. 2019 is the trigger for reunion of starseed twin flames on the material plane. Their activation and their sacred union ignites soul divinity in the ether. We exist in a cosmic waiting room, a giant pause button pressed on our overarching timeline, to give us the chance to wake up. From ground zero it's like watching a car crash in really, really slow motion. Twin flame frequencies, cosmic light waves and sacred assistance will align us to higher realms. We have been infiltrated, conquered, colonized by a sinister character. His armies are astral, his puppets human. He was birthed in the light but chose creation of darkness. His existence is necessary. He is the catalyst, the point of tension for growth and evolution in lower realms. Entities have been birthed in black sacrificial ritual over thousands of Earth years. The astral dimension surrounding the biosphere of planet Earth teem with evil energy. The dark web they operate on is under tremendous pressure. It snaps, less fizzes and fuses in the onslaught of shift divine cosmic light waves. The spider is on high alert, his soldiers panicking as the light waves assault their dark kingdom. Also see, mega info post, how to clear negative energies. Soul recycling within the matrix has created swaths of people who operate on minimum frequencies, their consciousness dimmed, their souls splintered too many times. Clones in a system that culls all who are not delivering. Corruption of motherboards, slithers of traumatized soul, horcruxed in time. Soulless souls wandering through life, lost on the material and astral planes. Soul retrieval, returning to owner, is complex and ongoing. Light workers are being activated in 2019, their healing has leveled up. Theirs is the sacred heart of intervention in humanity's oppression. Light workers' healing, beauty and divine vibrations emanate peace, prosperity and joy. We can see their influence in mainstream media articles on self-care, meditation, Reiki, yoga, and Zen healing. Their mission is healing, high-frequency consciousness transmitted at the energetic level. We share graceful and humble gratitude to all those who have persistently drip-fed the world their light. Planted seeds in conversation. Light workers of the world, your time is coming. They will be queuing out the door, round the corner and up the street for healing hands. Ecstatic dance spaces, love and light festivals, sacred spaces of healing will be the pulse that carries humanity's shift into divine dimensions. Light warriors are being activated in 2019. Astral combat programs commence. Dream state becomes awake state and vice versa. The veils have thinned to be translucent. We see demons, entities, possession and hauntings the way we see buses, billboards and buildings. Their shadows shimmer and flicker in our third eye iris. They see us, we see them. The time will come. Our avatars are becoming translucent to black pillars just as their avatars pale in the shadows of their attachments to us. Those who laud their demons as guides, their god as the devil and their desires their goal, they are the enemy within. Sinister saboteurs who will clip the wings of lightworkers in their families, workplace and neighborhoods. They actively seek to extinguish our light. Related article, Are you a galactic warrior? First wavers woke mid-20th century, the momentum has been building for 7 Earth decades. The millennia was the catalyst for technological advancement, necessary to support collective quantum leap of consciousness. Intergalactic Federation intervention has neutralized several attempts to detonate nuclear bombs over this time period. Timelines show post-apocalyptic dimensions traumatized, drowning in fear frequencies. Our enemies seek to merge, to anchor the material plane to these dense spaces. Fear feeds the matrix, a self-fulfilling prophecy of more fear, poverty, disease and war by manifesting it. The matrix propagates itself in the ego-driven minds of humanity, ignorant to the fact they create their own existence. Their surrender to their masters is so complete. Also see, 50 signs of quantum upgrades and version of God from giver to taker has raped humanity of its divinity. Sabotage and spin of Jesus Christ, his twin flame Mary Magdalene and their core followers of light has lobotomized people with fear of original sin. The economic pyramid underpins religious and cultural oppression. Who can think big when they are hungry, sick, homeless or addicted? These are the chains humanity is in. Addiction, poverty, disease due to matrix poisons in food, drink, the air and water. War, the threads of racism, all the isms, are the wool that weaves the matrix in our heads. The tools of our imprisonment are physical and astral. How can humanity hope to wake up and overthrow oppressors of such darkly devious consciousness? Yet the dark web is in pieces, devil-worshipping soldiers run round chasing their tails, trying to put out multiple fires of truth. The world is out of order. The days before Christ was crucified he knew he had reached the way out. His time was done on the material plane. He shared light, love, wisdom and radical peace. What does he do before he leaves? He expresses his sacred fury and destroys the marketplace, turning over tables, shouting at the traders, the buyers, the feeders of the temple prophets. His anger was down to the hopelessness of trying to wake up people. Humanity is attacked on all levels, mind, body and soul. We can see this with advanced technologies, third eyesight and spiritual light. He knew this, yet still his fury flew out of him. His divine rage at people's resistance to transitioning from ego to heart. Their refusal to give up the shiny baubles of capitalist competition. He despaired of their willingness to fight wars for families whose squabbles were about land, wealth, resources and honor. Whose crowns demanded thousands die to prove their worth. We still live this every day. Obama bombed more people than any other president. Trump wants to build a wall to keep who in and who out. The EU monopolizes itself, whilst the people scrabble to pay their rent, feed their kids and stay afloat. The UK plays hosts to the belly of the beast and the heart chakra of Gaia. The UK is the melting pot for the whole thing. Royalty parades their wealth. Sheeple applaud. Their robes, their finery, their gold, and their glitz is a programming device to code subservience into our psyches. The feudal system is alive and well in the UK. Also see, Donald Trump, the time traveler, confirmed Freemasons have engineered a world colonized by their explorers, crowned by their kings and defended by their soldiers. There is no way of sweetening this, folks. The deciding factor is people's heart space. Will folk drop into love vibrations or choose the blue pill? Will communities continue to wound Gaia for their convenience? Will they resist truths coming at them every day on the World Wide Web? Also see, the history of the tinfoil hat. The energy is etchy, sketchy, tricky, difficult, frustrating, irritating and disturbing, folks. Those in divine light may be experiencing frustration, sacred fury at ignorance and deceit. We remember many are not in possession of a working motherboard or soul. We remember all have been subjected to intensive conditioning programs, astral assault and ancestral coding designed to keep them in ego energy. We remember folk are anxious, confused and scared. Jesus released his sacred anger, he expressed his truth. He knew he had his exit strategy in place. He shared his fury at blind obedience to the temple priests who fleeced all, lining their own pockets. He shouted about the lack of empathy, of compassion for the poor, the sick, the unfortunate and the beleaguered. His words fell on deaf ears. The traders righted their tables, cleaned off their wares, and continued to sell. The pyramid remained intact. Inverted Christ and his Black Madonna were birthed in texts engineered to keep all who followed their words in chains. Smoke and mirrors twisting light to dark, hidden in plain sight. Time is an illusion. The fourth realm is quantum time. Energy flow, frequency and vibration. Linear time is a narrative created to construct our lives into tight little boxes of control. The narratives we have been given cannot be trusted, as they are delivered by our pharaohs, our kings and queens. We go inside to find our truth. We tune into the universe, break through all the conditioning, coding and programming to work out our own truth. What we believe, we trust and know. There is no other way to do it. We cannot rely on anything we are told here. We use our intuition, our gut, our heart as our compass for truth. Meditation and mindfulness are key to holding this whole thing together. Some of us may feel we've bitten off more than we can chew. Intensive karmic clearing, raising the vibrations of a prison planet and her population, trying to free them from themselves. It's a lot, folks. Also see, time traveling in your dreams, bouts of sacred anger, Jesus in the market style, or goddess rage, Mary's entire life being sabotaged to imprison the female half of the population. Or Gaia fury for her wounds, her sores, her aching being vibrate in this energy field. Truth will out. Channel Jesus and Mary in meditation, the sacred twins of divine feminine and masculine, for love and peace. Channel Gaia divinity. Channel self-care. It's okay to be angry, to be so fed up you can't actually be around people in case you lose it and start turning the tables over and shouting at them to wake up. Being in the light does not mean being happy all the time, or healing all the time, or zen all the time. We wouldn't be authentic if that was the case. We are manifesting creators, we have magic in our souls. We are intricate to all that is created in light vibration. We come from the light and we are of the light. The turmoil is palpable. Warnings pepper history and religion, predictions made and shared of a great time of redemption, the Great Awakening. The question many starseed travelers are resonating with in 2019 is, will humanity find their heart in time? Muggles seem less muggle, more astral attachment these days. Wake up to third eyesight. Detach when possible, observe and be canny in your actions, beautiful people. Be tight about how you share your energy. Don't worry if you feel you're not doing what you're supposed to do, we are all waiting. Waiting for the starter pistol, waiting for the first domino to be flipped. Waiting for that moment when we can turn over the market tables and cry out, take your freedom back, people. You don't need this or that to make you happy, all you need is in your heart. Power to all who resonate with these words. We are doing this, it's just a lot slower than we thought it would be. Related article, do this right before you go to sleep to open your third eye. We are moving towards space and time for quantum leap where much of the astral will be cleared in our wake. For now we hang on in there. Spreading our truth, our light and our love. Manage sacred anger, goddess rage, Gaia fury with self-care, meditation, laughter and love. Unplug as much as possible from pantomime politics, tragic economics, selfie algorithms and racist rhetoric. Know the shift has affected everyone. Everyone has been upgraded to some extent. Identify secret saboteurs, energy thieves that need to be cut out or pared right back to manageable doses. Use energetic lightcraft for protection, for peace and for prosperity. Hold space, be patient and know everyone is rooting for us. All those on other dimension involved are in awe of the incredible work it takes for many travelers just to remain here, with a smile on our face, a welcoming hug and an ear to listen. Cosmic light work intensifies. We are increasingly conscious of our roles on other frequencies. Assimilation of our higher and lower self, gamer and avatar fusion. All things have an opposite and an equal. We are breaking the matrix by breaking memory loops. Vivid dreams, remote viewing, geometric imagery, faces, visions linger in our conscious waking world. Are we even sleeping? Divine feminine energies have anchored, activating divine masculine. Things are going to move forward, the momentum is still there. For now we sit in a giant pause button of bated breath, frustration pulsing through our veins. Take solace in divine light. Slow down and worry less. It is difficult at the moment, people. No, you're not alone. Lots of us feel like this. And breathe. Synchronicities, number sequences, and smart world interaction is grounding us into higher states of consciousness on the material plane. Also see 76 signs. Take the spiritual vibration test. Exciting times, friends. Peace, soul brothers and sisters. Morag image, Pixabay about the author. I am a dedicated cafe conspirator, lightworker, metaphysical explorer, teacher, writer and earth mother. Born and bred in Glasgow, Scotland, I spent time traveling in Australia and Europe before moving to East London. After 15 years as an English teacher and head of year in comprehensive secondary schools, I left teaching to become a stay-at-home mum. I retrained as a meditation teacher and Reiki energy